Hello and welcome to the lecture on the differences between atomic mass and atomic weight. So, atomic mass it is nothing but sum of the masses of protons and neutrons within the nucleus. So, the number of protons it is same for all atoms of a given element. So, for a given element, there could be different number of neutrons, which we call as isotopes. So, isotopes are the atoms of the same element, but they have different number of neutrons. So the atomic weight of an element, it corresponds to the weighted average of atomic mass of atoms naturally occurring isotopes. So here atomic weight is calculated from the atomic mass of different isotopes. So for example, if we take for uh, carbon, so actually the atomic mass unit it is defined as 1 by 12 the mass of carbon 12 atom. So basically we see atomic mass units for when we measure the weight in atomic scale, we find the unit atomic mass unit, which is nothing but it is exactly equal to 1 by 12 the mass of carbon 12 atom. Now one atomic mass unit, it is the average of proton rest mass and the neutron rest mass. So when proton and neutrons are not in the rest motion actually, but when they are in rest, then when we do the average, that is it will be equal to 1 AMU. So whenever you are asked about atomic mass unit, you can determine these two things. That is, it is 1 by 12 the mass of carbon 12 atom. Also, it is equal to average of the proton rest mass and the neutron rest mass. And so atomic weight of carbon is a weighted average of C12, C13. So basically carbon has three isotopes, carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14, out of which carbon 14 is radioactive. So it will ultimately decay. So it, it will be zero. Now atomic weight is calculated from the atomic mass of C12 and C13. So we have to weighted average is nothing but we have to see how much percentage of that element is present in nature. So carbon 12 is present 98.89 into its atomic weight it is 12. Okay. So we know that 1 by 12 the mass of carbon 12 is one atomic mass unit. So the carbon 12 has 12 times atomic mass units plus the C13 is present 1.11% into its atomic mass unit, that is 13.0034. Then when we divide by 100, we get 12.011. That is the atomic weight of carbon. This is AMU. So here, if you see the atomic masses are defined for C12 and C13. For C12, atomic mass is 12, and for C13, atomic mass is 13. And when we take weighted average of these two isotopes, we get the atomic weight of carbon. So that's how we are defining the difference between atomic mass and atomic weight. So in this lecture, we have seen the difference between atomic mass and atomic weight and the atomic mass unit, how one AMU or atomic mass unit is defined. And we have also seen how to calculate atomic weight of carbon from the atomic masses of its isotopes, that is carbon 12 and carbon 13. We have taken, we haven't considered carbon 14 because it is radioactive, so it will decay and become ultimately become zero. So this is the end of this lecture. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.